Good evening, guys and girls. This is your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you this week's edition of Storm. We apologize for the radio silence this week. We've had booking issues, travel issues. As you've seen last night, we had some of our representatives over in Supernova Pro for infusion, including our Blitz Division champion, Jay Hellion, who's opening things off tonight in a tag team contest with longtime partner Kersey Ramon representing FCK, taking on Nightmare in one half of the Supernova Pro Cruiserweight Tag Team champion Simon Taro representing Cerro Miedo. I think they still rep Cerro, I don't know for sure, but Jay Hellion, of course, will be defending his Blitz Division title in a fatal four-way match at Dilly Dilly. Nightmare is one of the four men he will be facing. The last man will be found tonight as we have one more fatal four-way match. Our Blitz Division champion wearing that belt now, his tag team partner Kersey Ramon. Kersey, the only member of FCK non-title holding right now, will have his shot, not at Dilly Dilly, but at our marquee pay-per-view of the season, our final show, next month. Dilly Dilly will be in 2 weeks. We're only doing one episode this week of Storm. We're doing Storm next week, and then that will lead straight into Dilly Dilly. Kersey Ramon will be teaming with the Headhunter champion, Grim Reaper, taking on the two men we will discover tonight. There will be two 8-man battle royals. We'll get to that as we get to that. Whole lot of stuff going on tonight. Nightmare look like he's wearing the old mask right now. Doesn't seem to have that padded knee either. And it looks like they're no longer going under the Cerro Miedo banner. They're coming out separately. Nightmare, former two-time tag team champion. Finalist of the Super Junior World Cup over in high class. They had a hell of a show today. And one of the busiest cruiserweights in the triad. One half of those Supernova Pro Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions with Raiden Frost. Former two-time Hajime Puro Super Junior World Champion. Simon Taro is back here in the Storm Shelter. Has come close on multiple occasions to finding that singles glory over here for us in Blitz. Just can't seem to fully pull the trigger, puts a string of wins together, just can't win the right matches. We'll see how he fares in tag team competition. Him and Nightmare were teamed up in the first round of the Collins Cup to crown those inaugural Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. I believe they actually fell in the first round to the Risen. I don't remember off the top of my head. They may have even fallen to the Heroes. I cannot recall now, and I don't have my notes in front of me. Jay Hellion looking to start things off with Nightmare here. Opening bell and Storm is a go. Collar elbow tie up. Hellion backed up into the FCK corner. Ref looking for a clean break. And we get it. Nightmare standing switch in the waist lock. Hellion reversal. Amateur style takedown. Hellion has the luxury of having the biggest man in the match as his tag team partner. Nightmare with the hatch brainbuster. Throwing out the big guns early. Has a hold of the neck. Into that cutthroat layout reverse DDT. Nightmare, the tallest member of our cruiserweight division. Height on full display with that overhead capture suplex. And Ramon tagged in. Showing some agility with the running dropkick. Gets stuffed by Nightmare. Drops him with that neck breaker onto the knee pad. Ramon sent into this former Miedo corner. Taro tagged in. Nightmare throws Taro like a lawn dart. There's that standing drop kick. Ramon diving through with the shoulder tackle now. Taro finally stops the momentum. Introduces Ramon headfirst into that turnbuckle. In case you forgot, here's 10 more intros. Taro thinking springboard here. Looked like he was going for the knee. Ramon shoves him away. Taro right back to his feet, though, rolls through it. Hangs Cursor Ramon up, whip snip backwards. Going to work on that arm joint early now. Trying to set for the Kimura or the tower lock. Or maybe both. Maybe realizing that Ramon is the strongest man here, trying to take some of the power game away. Quick tags of the double cruiserweights. Atomic drop into the big boot. FCK, the third best-selling shirt in the triad. They're kind of all doing their own thing for a while, just started coming back together as of late. Nightmare set into the FCK corner. First look at tandem offense side of these two in a while. Double back body drop. Hellion head up to the second rope, dives down with the elbow drop. Mid-range jumper all over the place right now. That Steiner recliner on Nightmare, trying to stretch out that big body. Nightmare breaks the grip quick, slips out the back and picks the ankles. Drops him with the running Death Valley driver. Nightmare head up to the second rope now. Dives down with the Swanton. Hellion catches him with the jawbreaker on the way in. Going for that front slam. Nightmare stops with the rising knee. Is Hellion up on the shoulders one more time. Looked like he was thinking demon kick. Hellion flips out of it though, gets caught with the Irish whip back into the Miedo corner. Drop toe hold, elbow to the small of the back. Blitz Division champion in trouble here. Taro baits him to his feet. Double axe handle to the back of the head. Runs through with the knee. Across those shoulder blades. Hellion playing possum, fights back with the jawbreaker from the ground. Big European uppercut drops Simon Taro. Has Taro up in the fireman's position, drops him into the gutbuster. Bouncing that elbow joint off the mats. Curse Ramon brought back in. Almost a Haas. Gonna use some of that power game. Deadlifts Taro up. Into the gut wrench front slam. Taro coming off the ground with the European uppercut. Has a hold of that arm joint. Trying to pop the shoulder out now. Whips him down, working on that wrist. Drops the knee into the elbow joint now. Step back into the corner. Bad neighborhood. Nightmare tag back in. Running in Saguri Gamagiri combination. Nightmare falling through with the Northern Lights with the bridge. First cover attempt of the match. Gets a 2.5 count. Nightmare putting that big body between Ramon and Hellion. Gets caught the shoulder breaker for his trouble, and then the Irish whipped into the FCK corner. Ramon runs into that big boot, and then the Macho Man style knee to the back. Hellion waiting on that second rope. Not Hellion, Nightmare. Dives down with the DDT. Sends Ramon back into the corner. Quick tags out of Nightmare and Taro here. Runs through with that hip attack, kick combination. Not quite exactly sure what part he hit him with, but did it in front of Hellion. Taro quick tag back in. Has a hold of the knee, gets caught. That drop toe hold. Polish hammer drops Taro. Ramon makes it a pair, ducks the clothesline. Dives down with the clothesline. Taro's stunned in his corner. Ramon gonna bring in Nightmare, trying to prevent the tags. Nightmare with the shot to the back. Taro sent pillar to post. Ramon tags Hellion back in. Hits that double back body drop on Taro. Simon dives in, brings Nightmare back in. He runs through that bicycle style kick to Hellion. And then lariat to the outside. Nightmare fighting like a man possessed right now. Maybe he actually is. So spoopy. Kick down low. Nightmare has Hellion up. Elm Street driver. I don't know if that's actually what he calls it, but I'm running with it. Hellion brought it back up to a knee, kicked. Up on the shoulders one more time. There was the demon kick Nightmare was looking for earlier that Hellion flipped out of. Nightmare heading up top. Dark side of the moon stop, gets all of it. Into the cover. And Nightmare and Simon Taro pick up that win. Nightmare with all sorts of momentum now going into that fatal four-way match for Hellion's Blitz title. Tandem offense on both teams here. Hellion and Taro looking... Why do I keep calling them Hellion? Nightmare and Taro, rather. Looking like they've still been teaming forever. Picture perfect Northern Lights with that bridge. FCK would use some of that tandem mentality themselves, hit 2 double back body drops. But in the end, it was that Elm Street driver, followed up by a demon kick in the dark side of the moon stomp. And Nightmare's pinned the Blitz Division champion. If he does that in 2 weeks, or pins one of the other 2 guys, he will be the first 3-time champion in Blitz. Taro directing traffic. I want to say I've heard talk we may get a second chance match for the guys who didn't take the falls in those fatal four-ways for the Blitz title shot. And this is interesting. Stephanie Basic and Kimoko Kanemaru were formerly known as the Midnight Stars. However, Basic, with that new change of mentality, was getting too big for her britches. Looks like she has now allied herself with Ali Starr. Kimoko Kanemaru's reached out to Christy Nguyen. So it looks like we've got new rising stars and new midnight stars. Of course, Ali's former tag team partner, Hiroyu Matsumoto, has been signed to something we aren't allowed to talk about. We do wish her good luck. However, she did have to cancel the rest of her bookings for the season. Ali stars in that fatal four-way with Misaki for that Blitz women's title. It'll be Ali Starr, Akane Yamamoto, and Callie Dane trying to dethrone Misaki. Misaki looking to only be the third woman who's held that belt to successfully defend. Definitely has a tall task. Both these teams looking to get some momentum. We know that the Chaos Emeralds will be going after those Blitz Tag Team Women's Championships at Dilly Dilly. Callie Dane, a busy woman, once again pulling double duty. Rising stars, midnight stars, who will come out on top here in women's tag team action. Whole lot of tag team work in the Triad this week. Ali in front, Basic right behind, pulling up the rear. Stephanie Basic, perennial #1 contender over in Supernova for a good chunk of the season. Has yet to find gold. Ali Starr, the first woman to get a shot at a champion here in the women's division, fell twice. Well, technically she beat Beck Wild once, but then fell in her second attempt at it. She's trying to get back in that spotlight where she feels like she belongs constantly. Not sure which one of these two women is more full of themselves. Is yes the correct answer? I think yes might be the correct answer. Kimoko in the jacket. Christy in the smaller jacket. Bolero, is that what those are called? I don't know much about fashion. Even before Kimoko and Stephanie Basic teamed up, Kimoko and Chrissy Wen have been known to team up on occasion at house shows, even before the formation of our women's tag team division. So they do at least have experience together on their side. Chrissy Wen, of course, Chip Stackworth's fourth favorite woman on our roster. Kimoko looking to start things off with Ali Starr. Kimoko opening things up with a running bulldog early. Second match of the night, first Munchkin Lane DDT. Kimoko heading up top super early here, making high risk real early. Diving through with the Rana. Off the ropes. Drops the double axe handle. Ali Starr has yet to get any sort of offense in here. Drop to the Firewoman's carry. Ali Starr answers with one of her own. Has a hold of Kanemaru by the throat. Into that back wheel trip. Kimoko sent across the ring. Into the rising corner at the Risen. Stephanie Basic up, drops the double axe handle on her former tag team partner. Looking for the Rana, surprise ninja, dropped in the alley-oop. Not the capital A, capital O alley-oop. Kimoko splits the uprights, trying to step on the spine through the chest. Trying to work on that hamstring now. Dives through with the Tope Atomica. Basic sent into the midnight corner. Christy Wen tagged in. Double hip toss. Into those pair of kicks. Wen thinking aerial. Stephanie dives through, brings Ali Starr back in. Corks her uppercut. Second one gets stuffed. Christy Wen with a shot to the back of the head of Ali Starr. Straight right hands. Into that heel kick. Starr fighting back with the King Hippo punch. Big lariat takes Christy Wen to the outside. Ali has a hold of that leg. Drops in that DDT-like maneuver onto those mats on the outside. Trying to shock the ankle. Sent twice into that barricade. There's not a whole lot of give there. Big chop, holds onto the wrist. Drops her with another one. Ali Starr with that leaping elbow drop on the outside. Chrissy sent back in. Ali gives chase. Ref's count broken. Reversal on the Irish Whip. Ali Starr sent back out to the apron. Right back out to the playground. Kimoko Kanemaru gets a hold of Ali Starr first. Chrissy Wen holds up Ali Starr. Kimoko delivers that Insaguri to the back of the head. Ali sent right back in. Kimoko with that elbow to the throat. Chrissy Wen working on the shoulder joints. Chrissy looking to fly. She was looking for it earlier. Looked like she was thinking Rana, turn in more of a senton, didn't get all of it. Brings Starr away from those ropes. Drops the elbow to the inside of the knee. Ali Starr sending into the midnight corner. Standing switch. Ali Starr taking a minute to admire her own work. Sends Chrissy Wen across into the Rising Stars corner. Tags in. There's the choke. Kick to the midsection by Stephanie Basic. Looping overhand shot. Into that Saito suplex, dropping Chrissy Wen on the back of her neck. Stephanie Basic looking to fly off that second rope. Went for the forearms. Got nothing but mat. Kanemaru tagged back in. Battle before former tag team partners here. No love lost with that hot shot on that top rope. Basic dropped throat first. Kimoko with that standing senton. Vertical senton, because I guess you can't technically stand during a senton. Has a hold of that arm joint. Trying to pop that shoulder out of the socket. Basic fighting up with the rising knee. Looping overhand shot. Has Kanemaru up, drops her into the face buster. Basic looking to fly. Dives through with the Rana. Kanemaru fighting back with the jawbreaker. Runs into a firewoman's carry takedown. Basic ducks under, drops Kanemaru with the DDT. Into that side chin lock. Angles into the headstand to get a little more weight on it. Kanemaru up, slips out the front slam. Up and over, counters with a DDT of her own. Kanemaru with the Saito suplex. Kanemaru and Basic exchanging moves here. Basic fighting up with the rising knee one more time. Brings Smoko to her feet. Down low with the kick. Into that flipping neck breaker. Falls into the cover. Kanemaru out at 2. Star tosses Wen to the outside. Kanemaru just completely unfazed with the Masaki kick. Into that spinning Rana that Basic was looking for earlier. Has Basic up. Into that Falcon Arrow. Basic brought to her feet, kick down low. Into the Shining Wizard. Basic sent back into that midnight corner. Quick tag. Super kick into the package pile driver. Basic could be out here. Ali Star trying to get in and break the count. Breaks that count at 2.5. Chrissy Wen catches her. Looking vertical. Ali Star reversed it into a snap suplex of her own. Basic might be out. Chrissy went back to her feet first. Boot to the back of Stephanie Basic. Stephanie fighting back with an elbow to the guts. Sends Wen into the rising corner. Beating the bricks off of her. Hits to the outside. Runs through with that drive-by drop kick. That move helped Breeze retain her women's championship last night against BJ Wiley. Sorry for the spoiler alert, but, you know, it happens. Gutbuster from Chrissy Wen to Stephanie Basic. Basement drop kick. Wen drops down. Then Firewoman's takedown. Stephanie Basic answers one of her own. Every time you see one, another one's right around the corner. Wen sent back into the rising corner. Irish whip. Double hip toss with the kip up. Ali Star breaks up the tag attempt. Basic doesn't fly often. Into that standing senton. That wasn't standing either. Second rope senton. It's been a long day, folks. I apologize. Split-legged jawbreaker to Chrissy Wen. Star right there, positioning herself between Chrissy and Kimoko. Looking for that leaping shot. Wen fights back. Ducks the clothesline. Into the neck breaker. Chrissy went as Ali Star up. Wheelbarrow into the neck breaker. Ali fighting up with a hip toss. Nasty slap. Wen sent back into the rising corner. Both teams working really well together here. Basic drops that double axe into the elbow joint. And drops that hot shot to Chrissy Wen. Wen dives that through to bring Kimoko back in. Both women thinking drop kick. Ali trying to get the crowd at least halfway invested in this match. Running shotgun knee. Kimoko makes it a pair. One more time. Wen with the low. That's not Wen. Kimoko Kanemaru with another Shining Wizard to Stephanie Basic. Into the cover. Ali breaks it up at 2. Gets grabbed by Kimoko. Fights out of the standing switch voice lock. Kimoko could be looking to finish off her former friend here. Has her up. Hooks the arms. Kanemaru clash. Rolls through with the cover attempt. Chrissy with a monkey flip on Ali Star, but Basic kicks out at 2.9. Stephanie Basic sent neutral corner. Kanemaru maintains control. Tornado DDT on the center shield. Kanemaru halfway across the ring with another Tope Atomico. Follows it up with the running elbow drop. Now into that neck crank. Looping right hand. Kimoko has Basic up into that inverted suplex. Ali Star down at ringside. Kanemaru and Chrissy Wen quick tags. Rolling cutter drops Stephanie Basic. Wen steps on that shoulder joint. Misaki kick missed. Basic rolls out of the way. Standing switch from the race lock. Kick to the back of the knee. Basic sent into the Midnight Stars corner. One more time. Looking for it the other side now. Basic up one more time. Super kick. Package pile driver. Kanemaru back into the cover. Ali Star right there to break it up. Gets caught with that shot from Kimoko. Runs into the Firewinds carry from Ali Star. Ali taking a second to pose. Gets caught. Violating Wizard Rule with that Munchkin Lane DDT. Vertical grounded senton one more time from Kimoko. As Basic up short brainbuster. Brings Basic back from the ropes. Has that elbow joint up, trying to pop the elbow. Right hand missed. Basic answers with the forearm. Ducks a clothesline into the neck breaker. Wizard special variation. 118. Basic finally tags out, brings Ali Star back in. Ali playing the crowd here in the Storm Shelter now. Measuring Kanemaru. Has her hooked. Up in the vertical. Capital A, capital O, alley-oop. Basic in quick. Flipping neckbreaker, drops Chrissy Wen, but Kimoko kicks out at 2. Basic right there to bring her to her feet. Allie looked like she was going for a drop kick. Almost hit Basic. Waistlock. Star fights out of it. Into a sidewalk slam. Kimoko fighting off the ground, kicking out the knee. Allie Star has Kimoko up one more time, drives her spine first in that top turnbuckle and beels her across the ring. Tags Stephanie Basic back in. Basic thinking springboard here, trying to wait for her former tag team partner to get back to her feet. Dives her with the forearm, gets every bit of it. Kimoko blocks a vertical, turns in with snap suplex counter of her own. Look at the strike combination. Shining Wizard one more time. Try to kick the teeth of Stephanie Basic into the 15th row. Into the cover. Allie out on her feet on the apron. Basic kicking out at 2. Kanemaru looking for that staple gun triad staple. Those triple elbows from the figure 4 neck lock. Looking for one more Kanemaru clash here. Has the arms hooked. Flips her forward. Goes through into the cover. Allie Star is a step too late as the Midnight Stars pick up the victory. As poetic as it gets with Kanemaru picking up the win over Stephanie Basic. One of many shining kicks to the face. Basic would take 2 of those super kick package pile drivers, would try to fight back with a drive-by drop kick. One more look at it. Chrissy Wen would fight out at 2. Would drop Allie with that wheelbarrow neck breaker. Kimoko would hit 2 of those Kanemaru clashes on Stephanie Basic, and in the end would pick up the win for her team. Kimoko showing why she was the first winner of the Betty White Invitational Tournament. Showing she is not going to be an afterthought here in coming seasons. So we get set for the first of 2 8-man battle royals to determine the other 2 contenders for that Headhunter World Championship. As Chris Cash, Amadeus Keith, Nigel Von Bartleby, Mr. No Gimmick Steve the Samurai, DJ 404, Oscar La Vista, Burke Wild, and the Iceman. Fresh off that win this evening on Throwdown. This match will be an over-the-top battle royal, last man standing. Will be half of the tag team representing the challengers, taking on FCK at Dilly Dilly. So much going on. All 8 of these men looking for their first gold here in Blitz. Chris Cash, after last night, once again, half of the tag team champions over in Supernova Pro. Is our tag team champions, the Risen, now single title holders. And Iceman's never held a title anywhere, except for the like 80,000 that he's actually got in his resume. Nigel looking to come back after that loss to Ray Damonio. Still trying to find that first gold to bring to the Bartleberg. We find out who the last man standing is. Nigel dropped quick. Iceman has a hold of Burke. His action's going to be all over the place. Chris Cash and DJ 404 tying it up. Iceman still trying to find those keys to victory here in Blitz. Hasn't looked great in the few matches we've seen him. Not what we know he's capable of. Is Steve the Samurai dropped by a tandem STO. Iceman has DJ 404 up. Burke teaming on with him. First elimination. Steve the Samurai looking to eliminate Chris Cash. As Nigel has Oscar La Vista up. Drops him with that running Samoan. Iceman with that running neckbreaker on Nigel. Amadeus Keith trying to eliminate Burke. Chris Cash showing some strength with that inverted suplex. Cider suplex from Burke to Keith. Burke with the drop kick missed. Back wheel trip drops Oscar La Vista. Nigel has Iceman up in the corner. Fireman's backbreaker drops from one Canadian to the other. Iceman fighting off the corner. Stopped the ropes by Nigel. Stopped by Oscar La Vista. Another backbreaker from Steve the Samurai. Drops Amadeus Keith. Chris Cash has Oscar La Vista on the apron. La Vista fights his way back in. Doesn't fight back in the second time. Chris Cash. Quick elimination. Steve the Samurai holds on. Keith has a hold of Nigel. Cash looking for his second quick elimination. Samurai on the apron. Iceman trying to dump out Wild. Keith fights his way back in from Nigel. Sends Von Bartleby out. Way back in. Spinning back fist to Steve. Samurai, that Cobra Clutch backbreaker. Iceman with the Lucha Bump drops Burke Wild out of this. Steve the Samurai, that slingshot into the backbreaker onto the Iceman. Chris Cash has Nigel up. Nigel fights his way off the ropes. Has that arm outstretched into the 1986 Heart Punch. Or in Nigel's case, the 1896. Haas is tying it up. Cash gonna fly. Drops the elbow to the Iceman. There's that standing moonsault slam. As Steve the Samurai drops him to that brainbuster onto the knee. Introduces Steve the Samurai to that turnbuckle post. Nigel has Keith up. Keith shifts the hips backwards, drops Nigel. Nigel has Iceman up and over the belly to belly. Iceman has had problems in his season with Project Mayhem. Cash fighting off the ground with the up kick. Iceman brought in the back elbow by Steve the Samurai. Mr. No Gimmicks looking to finally get those wins together here. As Cash up drops him to that shoulder backbreaker. Nigel drops Iceman with that judo-style hip toss. And Steve showing the strength into that Sambo slam. Steve with the rolling cutter to Nigel. Iceman looking to eliminate Amadeus Keith here. Nigel up on the shoulders. Dropped into that Ricola backbreaker. Chris Cash has Amadeus Keith tied up on those ropes. Teaming up with Iceman, now trying to dump out the Project Mayhem representative. Keith fights his way back in. Elbow to Iceman, big fist to Cash. Nigel with that up and over power slam to Steve. Keith sent into Chris Cash into the corner. Nigel beating the bricks off both men. Nigel stepping on the arm of Chris Cash, now trying to break the fingers, stepping on the hand. It's like a size 1800 boot. That's not even a joke on the ear, it's just a big ass shoe. Iceman hung up on the ropes. Cash hung up on the ropes, fighting off of a big shot. Basement dropkick to the knee of Nigel, spinning back fist by Chris Cash. Cash putting the paws on Nigel now. Iceman up on the shoulders, slips out the back door. Iceman is one of the best countermen in the history of the game. Cannot forget that. Steve in danger of elimination as Nigel fighting off Keith and Cash. Iceman just says screw it and dumps Steve with the hot shot. Nigel throws Keith out with the back body drop. Throwing the paws back to Iceman. Now turning his attention back to Steve the Samurai. Nigel did win that Leon White Battle Royal to earn that shot at Daemonio. Runs in the jawbreaker from Cash. Big super kick drops the Brit. Smallest man in the match is the last man standing right now. Cash trying to survey, plan out his next move. Throwing the boots to the sternum of Nigel, then drops that right hand. Heading back up top. Into the corkscrew moonsault. Deciding with some of that bake money with the replay game. 2 more looks at it. Cash looking for some sort of slam. Nigel weighs about 3 of you, kid. It's not happening. Iceman with the T-bone throws out Steve. We are down to 3 here. Iceman with that reverse DDT drops Nigel. Cash stunned in the corner. Iceman caught in the full Nelson by Nigel. Showing the power, fighting out of the grip. Into that hip toss. Cash dazed on the ropes. Iceman sends Nigel into the corner. And then a German. Showing all sorts of strength. Catches Cash. That arm drag. Snapmare. Elbow to the top of the head. Drops Iceman with a fireman's carry. Nigel taking a second to violate this rule. Spinning back fist. Running drop kick now by Chris Cash. Cash with the lion soul. It's about his 5th backflip in this match. Nigel with the waist lock. Cash fighting back with the elbows. Cash still throwing the strikes. Drops him with a flatliner. Nigel with that almost big man side effect. $18.92 heart punch one more time. Nigel's a hold of Chris Cash, ties him up on those ropes. Chris Cash is eliminated. Nigel with the big shot, drops Iceman with the Russian leg sweep. Iceman fighting off of the hip toss. And running clothesline from Neil. Iceman has Nigel up on the shoulders. Lance, Revolution. Has control of the back of the mustache. Nigel tied up on those ropes. Iceman, T-bone suplex, moving on to Dilly Dilly. Looking to bring the Ultra Violence Tour to Blitz. Steve with that big powerbomb backbreaker to Nigel early. Nigel throwing out the British leg sweeps. There was that corkscrew moonsault from Chris Cash. Iceman fight back with a Lance Revolution, and then that T-bone suplex up and over the rope. And Iceman, not wearing the blue, finally gets a big win here in Blitz. Has punched his ticket to Dilly Dilly. We'll find out later tonight who his tag team partner will be. So we move on to find out who the fourth man in the Blitz Division title match will be. As Space Homie Mike Smith, the current Hajime Puro Jr. champion, taking on a former Hajime Puro Jr. champion, TKO, Paul Smackage and Phobos. As Phobos looking to join his tag team partner, Paul Smackage looking to do the same. As both Flip Sunset and Nightmare have punched their tickets. Fatal four-way fall count anywhere. And yet I can confirm now that the man who takes this fall will not be involved in the second chance ladder match. That will be held at Dilly Dilly to determine the last number one contender of the season. I have to look back through the rest of the tapes, but I do know that Andreas Calderon and Scooby Ray Vaughn are moving on to that ladder match. I don't remember the other two men, well, the other three men that were in the match that Flip Sunset managed to steal his win on. I will have to go figure that out. Blitz Division action right now, or momentarily. There we go. It's TKO making his way down first. Has looked impressive since coming over from Japan. Brings that high flying and strong style combination. Very heavy on the strikes. Second man out is Paul Smackage, arguably one of the most technical of the cruiserweights in the triad, without being a submission guy. Point can be made for him probably being one of the best countermen in that division. Whereas his counters are more about trying to get you into that pinning predicament versus Iceman's counters just trying to kill you. And the man from Toronto, Mars. Chip Stackworth's favorite member of the junior division. Pretty sure he's wearing Christy Wynn's Bolero. Space Homie. The highest of the flyers, at least for us here in Blitz. The most agile man on our roster. Celtic Dragon's the only one that might be able to rival that. And now that I'm talking about it, I don't think those two have ever fought in a singles match. I might push to get that booked. So we await the entrance of the only man in this match to have gold in Blitz. Former half of the tag team champions, Phobos. Wearing the mask, not the paint tonight. Looking to tap back into those luchador roots. We have TKO, Paul Smackage, Space Homie, Phobos. We have an international incident on our hands. Falls counter anywhere action is a go. Pop-up Rana drops Phobos. TKO has a hold of Space Homie on the apron. Into the back suplex on the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Phobos drops Paul Smackage with that enziguri. Second rope Phoenix Splash. Space Homie with the butterfly suplex on the outside. Into the Munchkin Lane DDT on those very thin mats. Phobos off the ropes. Smackage stops the Rana. Into the Kanemaru Clash. TKO trying to steal the first cover attempt on the outside. Phobos with that Dragon Screw on the inside to Smackage. TKO picking up and over with the belly. Gets caught with the hip toss. Neckbreaker into the butterfly on the inside from Paul Smackage. Almost the Wizard special. Smackage with the sling blade on the outside. Not Smackage. Space Homie. Crucifix driver on the inside from Phobos. Space Homie standing 450 on the outside. Into the cover. Snap suplex on the inside. Phobos looking to springboard in. With the frog splash onto Smackage. Space Homie looking for that standing 450 one more time. Trying to show why he is the most agile man on the roster. Gets caught with the jawbreaker there from TKO. Snapmare into the face rake. Imura with the boots. Space Homie sent into the steps. TKO looking to fly off that second rope. Sides against it. Space Homie back in. Gets caught that Michinoku drive reversion too. Is the inside and outside switch now. TKO with that Whiskey Sunrise. Smackage in to break it up early. Sends TKO into that corner. Runs up. Springboards in. To the sunset flip. Fights out at 1. All 4 men back in. Phobos into that Tiger Gutbuster. Standing Dragon Ronda to Paul Smackage. Phobos looking to fly. Into the Shooting Star. TKO drops the knee to the small of the back up Smackage. Into the cover. Triad staple fought out of by Space Homie. Looping shot to Phobos. Ties up the arms. Into that Tiger Gutbuster. Facebuster, not the guts. There's no knees. Smackage up on the shoulders. Slips out the back into that layout reverse DDT. Flip up into the neck breaker. Phobos coming off the ground with that rising knee. Smackage to the lariat to TKO. Makes it a pair. Ducks the line from Memora. Has him up in the wheelbarrow. TKO fights out of it with an arm drag. Reversal on the Irish whip. Lucha bump in the middle. Space Homie sent it in the corner by Phobos. Throwing the strikes in with that kick. And one more boot for good trouble. Or several more good boots. Space Homie fighting off the ground. And an alligator roll by Paul Smackage. Lariat drops Phobos on the outside. Space Homie into the Spaceman. Hashtag flippy shit. Smackage sent into that turnbuckle. And then a corkscrew sent onto the outside. And Nomura with those sunset flip reversal on the inside, trying to steal it here. Smackage reverses it. Only gets a 1 count. TKO fighting with the up kick to the top of Space Homie's head. Into the Northern Lights. No bridge. Iceman might be kicking rocks in the back. He did just win though. Rising knees from Phobos to Smackage. Into the drop kick. No more with that slingshot knee. Stinger splash by Phobos. Smackage. Backslide driver. Space Homie. Stevie gets a dub. Nomura has Space Homie tied up. Into the TKO driver. Space Homie dives through with the crossbody. TKO trying to steal the cover. Smackage breaks up at 1. Space Homie looks out. Smith fighting back to his feet. Snap suplex to TKO. Phobos crosses the legs. Into the drums of war. Ties up the arms of Smackage. Smackage rolls through with the victory roll. Phobos fighting his way out of it at 2. Smackage caught. Space Homie with the bangarang. Laura breaks it up at 1. Space Homie has Phobos up on the shoulders. Pops him up into the alarm clock kick. Michinoku driver drops Smackage. Space Homie looking to fly here. Diving down with the Rana. Smackage, namesake driver to Amora, doesn't hold on for the pin. Opts for body on body. And Smackage moving on. Chip Stackworth in the feed. So now both members of those guys, Flip Sunset and Paul Smackage, looking to dethrone Jay Hellion, as is Nightmare. Each man hit at least one of their big moves in this match. I'm sure I missed a lot of calls. Yeah, so right there was that diving, just nasty splash to the outside, that corkscrew senton. And then a more in smackage exchanging pinfall attempts. There was that slingshot knee in right before that sit-down pile driver. Smackage would hit that namesake on TKO. Who will not be in the ladder match. So we get set for one more title shot crowning opportunity. Iceman won the first. Who will win the second? We got Buck Wild. We got DP. We got Ku the War God. We have Izzy Wrecked, Sakamoto Omega, Mega Ran, and Hugo Lazarus. This match is probably mostly a deeper field than the first one, if you don't count the fact that Iceman's held every belt in every promotion ever 1,000 times, except for us here, for now. Omega, Ku, and Mega Ran, of course, former Headhunter champions. Hugo Lazarus was our inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. DP, TZ Valentine, Buck, and Izzy all looking for their first gold opportunities. The winner of this match will team up with Iceman at Dilly Dilly. Will be teamed up for one night only, however, as all four men involved in that match will be looking to beat the absolute bricks off of each other at our marquee event. To see who will finish our season as Headhunter champion. We're getting right into the action here. DP has Ku in the corner already. And Buck looking for that quick elimination on Omega, who is our inaugural champion of the Headhunter division. Izzy up and over by TZ Valentine. Fights his way back in, though. Lazarus with that short curb stomp to Mega Ran. Buck throwing the positive Omega. Gets dumped up and over. Final boss throwing all the hooves at Mega Ran right now. War God and DP tying her up in the corner. Sakamoto Omega looking for his second elimination here early. Valentine holds on. Ku with that elbow to the face on DP. Saito suplex drops Valentine. Izzy tying up with Omega. Short arm lariat drops the final boss. War God catching the boots from DP. Lazarus up and over with a neck breaker on Mega Ran. DP showed some strength, has Lazarus up in the sling. Lazarus fights out with the elbows. Was that like an inverted sweet and sour exploder? Mega Ran dumped by the War God. Super kick drops TZ Valentine from Sakamoto Omega. Lazarus and War God tying her up in the corner now. Omega with those strikes, showing that strong style influence. Former people at the Silver Dragon Dojo, and War God tossed by Lazarus. Valentine has Omega up. And the demon kick. TZ Valentine has been in a complete different state since leaving Killer X. Holds a singles victory over Iceman. Will not be teaming with him, though, as DP ducks him out with the lariat. DP looking for 2 quick tosses. Has Izzy up on the ropes. Izzy out on the apron now. DP trying to put the boots to the second grossest man in the promotion. Single leg facebuster, drops Lazarus. Izzy throwing the strikes to DP. Kick gets caught, elbow to the top of the knee. Omega with the brainbuster to Hugo Lazarus. Final boss up on the shoulders. Slips out the back door. Chop block to the knee of Omega. DP has Izzy up one more time. I feel like those two should be friends. Omega misses one kick, catches another. A running punt kick. Oh, Lazarus stops it. However, gets caught in that precarious position on the ropes. Omega looking to take advantage. Izzy trying to give the ladies what they don't want. Lazarus fighting his way back in. Izzy with the King Hippo punch. Gets caught with that short DDT. And then Omega with the surprise lariat drops Lazarus out. Butterflies the arms of DP. Up and over with the suplex. Haas is all out early here. Kick by Omega, blocked by DP. And that Code Red Sunset Bomb. Could we have gotten a field with 3 more arrogant bastards left without Chase San Louis being involved? DP has Izzy wrecked up. Izzy fighting back, that falling arm breaker. Looks like DP's throat got caught on that second rope. Izzy sent stern first in that turnbuckle. Omega misses the super kick. Trading shots with wrecked. Omega has the arm, trying to pop that shoulder. Snapmare. It's the arm backwards. Working on the wrist, drops the elbow. Wreck now taking a second to pose in the corner. Wisely getting back off. Munch can land DDT. I had to be careful how I worded that. Anything involving the words getting off and Wreck are kind of close. Kick down low. Omega Tiger Bomb. DP has Omega in the corner. Has him up in the turnbuckle, trying to get that elimination. Omega with the elbow to the back of the head. Gets caught with the chop by Wrecked. Is he then caught with that Saito suplex by DP? DP looking to toss out Omega, trying to get one more attempt at it. Fighting back in with another elbow. Into that spinning complete shot. DP, though, catches the kick into the dragon screw. Looks like he was busted open off that spinning shot. King Hippo punch. Doesn't phase DP. DP has that adrenaline going. Also has that forearm to the face going. Catches the kick of Omega. Spins him around. Catches a heel kick on the way back in. Omega has a hold of DP. Looks like that adrenaline rush is finally out. Omega with the lariat. DP is out. Running Bulldog by Izzy Wreck. We are down to 2. Izzy drops the elbow to the back. Spins Omega around. Ties him up low into the teardrop. Could be looking for those triple X plexes. Catches the second one. Gets all three. Has Omega by the back of the hair, ties him up on those ropes. Omega dumped out on the apron. Izzy trying to put the boots to him. Izzy trying to move on to Dilly Dilly. Omega grabs a hold of the ankle. Elbows both legs of Wrecked, fights his way back in. That was definitely a sweet and sour exploder. Runs into the fireman's carry, takedown by Wrecked. Izzy looking for that much going DDT, gets caught with a knee. Poison miss by Omega. Kick down low. Omega butterflies the arms into that overhead suplex. Omega looks like he's busted open. Has Izzy up on the shoulders. Falls into that neck breaker. That was nasty. Izzy might be dead. Omega ties him up on the ropes. Has him up. Sakamoto Omega moving on to team with Iceman. Against the hosses of FCK's Grim and Kersey Ramon. Omega would hit that quick snapping complete shot on DP. Izzy would hit those triple X plexes, but then would catch that nasty neck breaker. And it would be dumped shortly after. Omega has his sights set on reclaiming that Headhunter title. He's the only man in the history of the belt to successfully defend it. Main event time. The winner of our Real Horror Show Battle Royal, Fergal Flynn, has his sights set on being only the second man to pick up a pinfall victory over Ray Damonio. Ray's undefeated streak hit another asterisk last night after he took main event Jeff Powell to the absolute limit. I'm not spoiling much more than saying that Jeff Powell won the match, but go watch it. I am terrified of what Fergal Flynn's going to have to try to do to pin Ray Damonio. Before he gets to Damonio, has his sights set on Big Papa DiPattio here. We got us a main event Haas fight. We apologize for that audio cutout and the delay. Fergal Flynn in his first official singles match. Big Papa DiPattio, main event on Storm, is coming up. We await the entrance officially of the Merch Messiah here. highest selling shirt in the history of the Triad. This is the first year he doesn't lead in annual sales. Left the skull crown in the back. Apparently him and Daemonio actually shop at the same jeweler. I just received a note from our general manager, Graham Connors. The main event of Dilly Dilly has been decided. We know the number one contender for Rey Daemonio's title. We're looking at him. After the last couple of weeks, we know that High and Mighty are the number one contenders for the Risen's belt. Those tag team titles. We're going to have us a 6-man tag team match. As Fergal Flynn, for the first time in his career, is teaming with longtime rival Bake and Mighty to take on Rey Daemonio and the Risen. Before we get to Dilly Dilly and that big 6-man, Papa DiPatio here has had his match with Rey Daemonio in the past. Knows what it takes to at least push the man to the limit. The heaviest man on the roster, the hossiest of the hosses. Although Nigel might have something to say about that. Fergal Flynn looks ready here. Big Papa looks ready. Main event time, we are a go. Fergal running through real quick with the shoulder tackle. Putting all the boots on Big Papa. Brings it back into that quick boot. DiPatio pushes him back off. Gets caught with the paws now, though. Not Fergal Flynn fighting like a man possessed here. Working on that knee of Big Papa. Brings him up by the mask. Looking for the headbutts early. Absolutely buries Big Papa. First match, looking to make a statement here. Doombringer. Big Papa crumbles. Flynn into the cover. And Flynn makes Minute Rice. Please don't take that racist. That wasn't the point. And Flynn making a statement here in his first singles match in Blitz. Now has a hold of a chair. Looking to lay waste to Big Papa. There's the champion. Grabs a hold of the chair. Chases Flynn out of here. Flynn retreating while the going's getting good. Ray says, "You're not doing that shit in my house." And that's going to do it for us here on Storm. So for Iceman, for Sakamoto Omega, Paul Smackage, but for Fergal Flynn, who made one hell of an impact with that quick Minute Rice victory, I have been your voice of choice, DrMarxout, signing off. Keep your eyes peeled on the rest of the Triad feed. Like, share, subscribe to all three of us. We will see you next week. Have a good night, everybody.